Hello all. Hello to all the wonderful audience, all the people who are very curious with Python. In the regular videos, I mainly go with the different type of algorithms. I have covered linear algorithm, linear regression, logistic regression, k-means. And also I've given the introduction what is gradient descent and how do you find different mathematical things like that of a determinant, inverse and so on. But before we go into these things, we should know that we should always compete with ourselves. We should always prove ourselves. We should always know where we stand. So before starting with any type of data analytics, you should know about maths. How to implement that in Python. Today, we will play a quiz with ourselves, rate ourselves, give marks to ourselves. We have to compete with ourselves, not with others. Stop competing with others. Start competing with yourself. Be your biggest competitor. Challenge yourself each day to be better than you were yesterday. Today, this is quiz time. Today we'll have few questions, that is around 20 questions, and each question will have 2 marks. Be honest. Don't cheat yourself. Before going to the answer, first find the actual solution with the help of pen and paper. Then type it in your Python Jupyter notebook and then find the answer. Then dig about it. Why that answer? Why not the other answer? This will be mainly based on the mathematical concept and few basic Python. This video is basically all for all the beginners who are trying to learn Python and implement the data analysis. We will also brush up our mathematical skills which we have done in our intermediate, like determinants, inverse, matrices, addition, subtraction, and so on. What I want you from is that after going through all the questions, please comment your marks so that there is a sense of competition among all the people. It should be a healthy competition. We have to compete with ourselves, we have to compete with the world. We need to be successful. We need more and more knowledge. So let's start with the questions. Before giving the questions, I would like to say that after every question, I will run a stopwatch. It will actually give you the time to know and to understand what the question is. And then before seeing the answer, solve it. Once you see the answer, rate yourself. With a pen and paper, please sit down and start rating yourself. Let's see who gets how much marks out of 40. Let's start with the questions. This is the first question of the basic functions in Python. Your time starts now. I think this is enough of time. The answer is 50. I think all of you, or at least 99% of you, have the answer of 50. If you didn't get the answer 50, no problem. Just brush up your skills and again play the quiz. You'll get full marks. Let's move on. The next question is the normal mathematics. This is a question based on the cross product of the vectors. I have discussed about the cross products in the previous video. If you're not aware of it, please go to the previous video and learn what is cross product. Just for a refresher, I've also put the image. Your time starts now. The answer to the question is, I think you all should have got this question. Before any type of Python implementation just practices by your hand, you should know what is the concept of this type of multiplication. It gives you how easily you can handle the matrix, because when you enter into deep learning without matrix calculation, you are nothing. Let's move to the next question. Next question is a very basic question. I'll give you very few seconds for this question. Your time starts now. And time is over. Let's see the answer. I think this was a very simple question and all of you got 2 out of 2. Kudos. Great going, people. Let's move to the next question. This is a question of inverse of a matrix. Let's see how you calculated it. If you people do not know about it, just move to the last videos. My initial videos with pen and paper have calculated and have shown you how to calculate the matrix. Let's move on. 1, 2, 3, go. Time's up. Let's move to the next question, next answer. The answer would be, I think maximum people got this particular answer. Let's move to the next question. This is a very simple mathematical question, which is the addition and the multiplication of the normal matrices that we do. I think many people know how to do it, how to import a numpy, and then these calculations are done in certain manner. Your time starts now. Time's up. Move to the answer. The answer is 21 in this case. You can change the values and then also experiment with how values change when you change the actual input. Let's move to the next question. This is a question which is based on the determinant of matrices, how it is calculated using the numpy. Please run it through the Python code and also with the pen and paper. Your time starts now. Time's up. Let's move to the answer. This is my answer. How a determinant is calculated, and I also printed the original array. Let's move to the next question. This is again a question of inverse of matrix with some different numbers. So for this question I will give you less time because you have already calculated. You know what is the method of calculation of the inverse of a matrix. So your time starts now. Time's up. Let's see the answer. I hope everyone is clear with the concept of inverse of a matrix, when to calculate it, and mainly how to calculate it. Let's move to the next question. Next question is the division of the array of inputs. This is again one of the basic question which we do in NumPy. Your time starts now for this question. Time's up. Let's move to the answer. This is the answer. This is my original array. And what is the division of the array inputs? Element wise. Let's move to the next question. Next question is the largest integer smaller or equal to the division of the inputs. That is we are seeing the function of floor underscore divide. So for this, your time is starting now. Time's up. Let's move to the answer. This is the answer. I hope all of you have got it the exact answer. Very good going, students. Move on. Let's move to the next question. This is element-wide absolute value. You must know about what is the absolute value of a particular number. That is the implementation in Python. Just try to get the answer. It's a very small question and a very basic question. So, less time for this. Time's up. My answer comes out to be this way. Absolute value means we are not having any type of negative in that. Let's move to the next question. Next question is the matrix multiplication, that is the matrix product, that is the vector multiplication that we have already discussed. Please do with the help of pen and paper and try to see how the matrix is multiplied and what the mathmal function does. And your time starts now. Time's up. Let's see the answer after the matrix has been multiplied. You should know how we are multiplying the matrix. Mat function is a very important function in NumPy, and you should understand how it works. Let's move to the next question. The next question is the roots of the first polynomial and the roots of the second polynomial. Again, it is very important, mainly when we are using the polynomial regression and finding an equation, we need to find the roots of the equation. This is how we are finding it. Please try to do with the help of pen and paper and then come up with an answer. Your time starts now. The answer to this question is, this is how the answer would be printed. I think at least 70 to 80% of the people have got the correct answer. Let's move to the next basic question. This is again a very simple and a basic question in Python. Not any type of maths involved, but the basic syntax of Python. Basic question, small time. Your time starts now. Time over. Let's move to the answer. It comes as an infinite loop. Hello is printed infinity times. Therefore, the loop will be infinite. You need to break the loop by using the Control-C command. Let's move to the next question. It's again a basic question in Python. Nothing mathematical much. Let's see how you perform. Your time starts now. Time up. Let's move to the answer. Hopefully all of you will get a 2 out of 2 in this question, and the answer is 3 and 3. Let's move to the next question, and I think many of you people are getting about 80 to 90% or even 100% in the test that we are giving to ourselves. Let's move to the next question. This is the implementation of the lambda function. Let's see how people Time's up. Let's see what's the answer. The answer is 32. This was the implementation of the lambda function in Python. Let's move to the next question. This is a very basic question of the slicing of the list. It should not take more than 5 seconds. Your time starts now. Time's up. Let's move to the answer. I think 99.9% of the people will get the exact answer. The answer is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Let's move to the next basic question. The next basic question is again on np.zeros and slicing both. How np.0 is printed when we are printing it as a 4x4 matrix, and then how slicing is used. Your time starts now. Time's up. And the answer to this is the matrix that is printed. That is a checkboard matrix. This is the way how we are printing a checkboard matrix. For example, if in visually also you need to make a checkbox, then you can find, like, whenever you get a 0, you can put a white card, and in case of 1, you can put a black card, and so it will be a checkbox. Let's move to the next question. Next question is the question of V stack, that is a vertical stack. Hopefully all of you know the function. See how it works. Time's up. And the answer to this question is 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 17, 18, 19. In case of V stack, again use edge stack, that is the horizontal stack, and understand the difference between the two. See, the more you practice, more better you are. You have to practice every time to get better. So you have to do these type of experiments. I have given just a sample of questions, but you need to modify and understand how an input changes, and that changes my whole process and the output. Let's move to the next question. This question is again based on NP.0. Let's see how you perform in this. Time's up. The answer to this is, I think this is pretty much clear when you're having NP.0s and you're just assigning a single value to 1. Let's move to the next question. This is my last question and a subjective question. To all the Python developers, at least you should know who invented Python. So you can take time, you can Google it, and then you can find the answer. No time for this question. Directly I'm going to the answer. The answer to the inventor of Python, the best guy in Python, that is the Guido van Rossum. He was a great guy, and due to his efforts, we are here and learning Python for machine learning, for data analysis, for data analytics, and then deep diving into the deep learning. So this was a small video just to encourage you people so that you go through the videos, other videos, and start learning Python in such a way that it becomes very easy for you when you come to implement the different algorithms. You can easily understand the concept of algorithms, but again, you have to write the algorithms with the help of your code. Therefore, you should know what is Python, how Python is implemented, how functions are implemented, how objects are implemented, how classes are implemented, what are the OOPS concept, how inheritance is implemented in Python, how one class is helping to call the function in the other class, and many other concepts are there. With the development of the various videos, we'll again share more questions which will actually brainstorm you. It will sharpen your skills, but before that, you should have a 40 out of 40 in the basic test of Python. Later on, I'll come up with other videos which is based on the different types of algorithms, especially unsupervised and the supervised algorithms, and after everything gets clear, we'll deep dive into the deep learning part, that is the TensorFlow part, how a TensorFlow is used, how a machine detects your voice, how Alexa works, why Alexa listens to you, how it converts text into speech and speech into text, how you can make a call center totally automotive, what is an IVR, etc. There are many things to learn, a long way to go. There are many other videos based on the stats and probability. Do watch them. Please subscribe them. Don't forget to hit the bell button. We have a lot of effort there behind these videos. Please share the support. Like the video, share the videos, subscribe the videos. Again, I'm giving my GitHub link where the different codes of the different Python regression techniques and the market basket analysis and other techniques we have already covered in the video are being uploaded. This is my YouTube repository link where you can find all the videos. Thanks for the day. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.